Now know which house it was, 1201 Northeast 83rd Street here in Miami. You can see parts of that front gate that was essentially pushed through by those feds as they raided this.
Got a bag and everything you can name. It's one of my closets. Always make sure it look like Nina's. So.
On Monday, April 16th, federal agents carried out coordinated raids on properties linked to Floyd Mayweather Jr. in Miami and Las Vegas. And what they reportedly uncovered has taken the situation to a whole new level. While Mayweather was out of the country, investigators allegedly searched his Miami mansion and made a discovery that's now fueling intense speculation. According to emerging reports, agents found a hidden room containing stacks of counterfeit dollar bills, millions in fake currency. That revelation instantly raises a controversial question. Are the massive piles of cash Mayweather regularly flashes on social media actually real or staged? For years, Mayweather has built his brand around extreme wealth, private jets, luxury watches, and mountains of cash proudly displayed for the world to see. But if federal authorities truly uncovered counterfeit notes inside one of his properties, it could cast a shadow over the image he's carefully crafted. Right now, the situation is developing, and the implications could be serious. If proven true, this wouldn't just be a social media embarrassment. It could carry significant legal consequences. And as details continue to surface, one thing is certain. This story is far from over.
Money made, that's all I do is get money. Today is a rose gold day, as you can see. Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory. 1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section. We like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper. 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. Well, it's the biggest Chanel bag in the world. I got this bag from Karl Lagerfeld. All right.
Sources claim investigators also seized documents tied to questionable business ventures, along with records referencing properties in New York, Los Angeles, Miami, and other parts of the United States. If accurate, that suggests this situation goes far beyond one mansion or one city. As of now, reports indicate that several of Mayweather's homes have been secured, and certain financial accounts are reportedly under restriction, measures allegedly intended to ensure his cooperation and return to the country. Federal authorities have now launched a broader probe into the personal and professional dealings of Floyd Mayweather Jr., amid claims of bankruptcy irregularities and potential fraud. Related activity. While agents from Homeland Security and local law enforcement were seen at properties in Las Vegas and Miami, officials have been tight-lipped about the full scope of the operation. According to multiple outlets, the public explanations released so far have been limited, offering only general statements about ongoing investigations. For fans and critics alike, those brief comments have only fueled more speculation. Regarding the April 16, 2025 raids, a spokesperson for Homeland Security Investigations told, Homeland Security Investigations New York executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Las Vegas, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available. That carefully worded response leaves many questions unanswered. And until officials release more details, the mystery surrounding the investigation continues to deepen. One thing is clear. This isn't just a headline anymore. It's a developing federal case that could carry serious implications depending on what investigators ultimately reveal that becomes available.
And some neighbors telling us that they saw at least 2 people detained last night by authorities. It's unclear if anyone was arrested. Other neighbors describing this home.
On April 16th, NBC News revealed that federal investigators questioned 4 individuals in Miami, 3 women and 1 man, as part of an active inquiry. According to the report, 3 additional interviews were being arranged in connection with accusations involving fraudulent schemes, financial misconduct, falsified paperwork, and alleged contract violations. After authorities executed searches at properties in Las Vegas and Miami associated with Floyd Mayweather Jr., attention quickly shifted toward his prior legal battles. The developments were widely connected to a series of significant lawsuits he has faced in the past. Several media outlets and law enforcement sources pointed to the same conclusion. The recent investigative actions appear to be tied to the latest wave of allegations surrounding Mayweather's business dealings. As the investigation continues, officials have yet to disclose further specifics, but the scope of the inquiry suggests it remains active and ongoing.
Lingering into the night, with Miami police assisting federal investigators bringing in the heavy artillery, spotted inside from across a canal, rummaging through items at the house, their boats still docked outside as they canvassed the property in full gear, guns drawn.
Following the questioning, multiple law enforcement insiders indicated that the searches were likely connected to alleged financial misconduct and suspected fraudulent activity, as numerous complaints from individuals and businesses have recently surfaced. Meanwhile, Fox 11 Los Angeles aired footage showing several people in handcuffs outside one of the properties. 2 of those individuals appeared to be relatives of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Reports clarified that those family members were not targets of the investigation. They were temporarily detained outside the residence, while federal agents carried out their search procedures inside the home.
You haven't heard anything, and commend the Miami PD or SWAT or whatever they were. They did their job well.
For those who live nearby,
local broadcasters also released footage showing heavily armed officers in tactical uniforms moving throughout the grounds of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s Beverly Hills residence. Despite the visible law enforcement presence, reports consistently stated that Mayweather was not at any of the search properties at the time. In statements provided to media outlets, representatives from Homeland Security investigations confirmed that the activity was connected to an ongoing federal inquiry. Properties linked to Mayweather in both Miami and Las Vegas were searched during the week, and news of the operation quickly spread online, generating widespread public reaction. Authorities are said to have carried out detailed examinations inside the residences, and the investigation remains active. One key question drawing attention is Mayweather's whereabouts during these developments. Around the same time, he shared images on social media suggesting he was en route to China. However, separate flight information indicated that his aircraft ultimately landed in Dubai. In the aftermath of the searches, several figures within the boxing community publicly addressed the situation, with some referencing additional allegations tied to his past business conduct. While official statement from investigators and coverage from media organizations outline the basics of the case, many observers believe further details about the operation have yet to be revealed. Connecting the searches to the recent accusations may seem logical on the surface. However, questions began to emerge when it became clear that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had not been taken into custody or formally summoned for questioning in most high-profile cases. Once serious claims are raised, the individual involved is typically contacted or publicly identified as part of the investigative process. In this situation, that step had not occurred, leading some observers to question how the events were unfolding. Amid the speculation, a former employee of Mayweather, speaking anonymously, offered an explanation. According to that source, the searches were directly connected to the growing number of allegations that have surfaced against him in recent months. While officials have not released detailed findings, the former staff member maintained that the federal actions were rooted in those accumulating claims. According to reports, investigators were looking for very specific elements inside the properties to establish a clearer connection between the allegations and Floyd Mayweather Jr. An anonymous former staff member claimed that one particular feature of the homes drew significant attention: a concealed room. He suggested that this space played a central role in prompting federal agents to act. While the broader accusations were part of the context, he indicated that authorities were focused on gathering concrete proof before taking any direct action against Mayweather himself. Several civil complaints have previously referenced the existence of a hidden area within his residences, alleging that counterfeit cash and falsified paperwork were stored there. According to those filings, these rooms were allegedly used for activities described as unlawful. If those claims are accurate, investigators would likely be seeking physical evidence to either confirm or dismiss those assertions as part of the ongoing inquiry.
All marble kitchen with the Versace glasses only. As you guys can see, Versace glasses.
In one of the legal complaints submitted against Floyd Mayweather Jr., it was alleged that his residences in Las Vegas and Miami were equipped with an extensive surveillance system, reportedly consisting of hundreds of cameras. The same filing referenced statements from a former employee who claimed that, during the time he lived and traveled with Mayweather, he became aware of concealed recording devices placed inside restricted areas of the homes. According to the document, these assertions align with what the former staff member recently suggested regarding the searches. Based on that account, the purpose of the raids was described as an effort to secure additional physical proof, rather than merely responding to public accusations. Authorities, according to these claims, are focused on determining whether sufficient evidence exists before taking further legal steps. If investigators ultimately shift their attention fully toward the broader allegations, it has been suggested that an arrest could become a possibility, depending on what their findings reveal.
Go in the middle door. Open the middle door, you want to go in? Push it.
A luxury jewelry retailer has also taken legal action against Floyd Mayweather Jr., alleging unpaid balances, violation of contractual terms, and involvement in deceptive financial arrangements. In the filed complaint, it was further claimed that Mayweather and his chief of staff were connected to an unlawful business operation. For years, Mayweather's public image is centered on two defining traits: extraordinary skill inside the ring and extraordinary wealth outside of it. Widely promoted as one of the highest-earning fighters in boxing history, he built a brand around visible prosperity: private aircraft, luxury yachts, designer purchases, and high-profile spending. However, boxing analyst Rick Glazer recently suggested that the financial foundation behind that image may not be as secure as many believed. His remarks have added to the growing discussion surrounding Mayweather.
Into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
Interview 10. To understand how this narrative developed, it helps to go back to where it first gained momentum in October of last year. The Real Deal reported that Floyd Mayweather Jr. had committed approximately $42 million toward the purchase of 60 residential properties, said to include around 1,000 affordable housing units. The report followed other announcements highlighting his expanding footprint in the New York City real estate market. Not long after those headlines surfaced, 50 Cent publicly weighed in. Around the same period, Mayweather made an appearance on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. where he spoke confidently about the scale of his holdings. During the interview, he stated that he owned more than 100 buildings and suggested that nearly all of them were located in New York City, emphasizing the size and concentration of his property investments.
You can do the same. It's all about making power moves.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it. Yeah.
And I'm pointing like this because all of them. We're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on.
Shortly after the interview aired, he responded on Instagram with a series of posts challenging the accuracy of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s statements. In one message, he mocked the claims about extensive property ownership. In another, he suggested that Mayweather might not fully understand the details of the assets he referenced, implying that the situation could be more complicated than presented. He also commented on the financial implications of publicly stating residency in New York, pointing out that high state tax rates could significantly affect reported income. The exchange escalated further when the rapper shared a digitally altered image portraying Mayweather dressed as Pinocchio, complete with an exaggerated nose, a clear suggestion that he believed the property claims were exaggerated. The social media posts quickly gained attention, adding another layer to the ongoing public tension between the two figures.
Andre Durrell, IBF champion Billy Dip, WBA champion Celestino Calabero. So we brought them over. I brought them over while Floyd was, still incarcerated. Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going.
All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
In another post, 50 Cent openly dismissed the idea that Floyd Mayweather Jr. owned more than 100 buildings, most of them in New York. He labeled the claim as exaggerated and continued using humor and sarcasm to question its accuracy. The history between the two figures stretches back years, and their public disagreements have been widely documented. Because of that background, many initially viewed these latest comments as just another chapter in their long-running rivalry. However, the conversation shifted when boxing insider Rick Glazer weighed in. After 50 Cent's social media reactions gained traction, Glazer shared commentary suggesting that concerns about Mayweather's financial standing might not be entirely unfounded. He noted that speculation about potential financial strain had been circulating for some time. While Mayweather continues to display a lifestyle filled with luxury purchases, including high-end jewelry, designer watches, exotic cars, and private aircraft, Glazer indicated that behind-the-scenes financial realities may differ from the public image. Those remarks added new momentum to the discussion, turning what appeared to be routine celebrity banter into a broader debate about the stability of Mayweather's wealth.
So, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when... But see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he going to say he wants to?
Rick Glazer made it clear that he hoped the information circulating behind the scenes was inaccurate, noting that if the reports proved true, it would mark a significant setback for the retired champion long branded as money. At this stage, none of the financial rumors have been officially verified. Still, certain details have raised questions, particularly regarding the claimed real estate acquisitions in Manhattan. In March 2025, Business Insider reported that publicly available New York City property records did not reflect any recent ownership transfers connected to Floyd Mayweather Jr. In addition, the New York City Housing Partnership stated it had no knowledge of transactions matching the duh.
Looked like a friendship that was going to last a lifetime. What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
Well, he changed his mind.
Now, what do you mean he changed his mind?
Like, as he was actually going in to jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather promotions.
Right.
Then as he actually got in and I took a look, I realized there is no Mayweather promotions. There's no LLC. There's no...
Shifting focus from the real estate controversy, former world champion Amir Khan publicly criticized Floyd Mayweather Jr. over his outspoken political position and overseas activities. Mayweather has repeatedly expressed support for Israel, traveling there on multiple occasions, contributing financial donations and equipment, and meeting with government officials and members of the military. He was also presented with the Champion for Israel honor by Aisha Torah in recognition of his statements opposing anti-Semitism and hate. At the same time, his stance has generated backlash. In December, reports surfaced that Mayweather was confronted by a crowd in London amid tensions surrounding his public support for Israel and the Jewish community. Witness accounts cited by the New York Post indicated that the incident occurred while he was shopping. According to one bystander, when questioned about his position, Mayweather reaffirmed his support. Observers described the confrontation as deliberate rather than random. The episode further intensified debate around his political involvement, adding another dimension to the broader scrutiny surrounding him.
He said, knock Mayweather out.
No, I didn't knock Floyd out. I should have knocked Floyd out. It's kind of hard to hit Chap. Even when he's standing right in front of you, start moving and with the shoulder block and everything, so it get hard to hit.
The confrontation occurred only days after Floyd Mayweather Jr. introduced the Mayweather Israel Initiative, a charitable program created to provide assistance to Israeli orphans in a separate interview with Poker Firma. Amir Khan also addressed Mayweather's public image, expressing disapproval of how frequently he showcases his wealth. Khan suggested that openly displaying large sums of money can send the wrong message, particularly in a world where many people face financial hardship. He contrasted that approach with what he described as investing resources into long-term ventures rather than public displays of luxury. Khan implied that excessive shows of wealth may create negative perceptions and stated that such behavior can eventually lead to consequences. His comments added another law.
Didn't Floyd get into a fight or a shoving match before?
Yeah.
Who won that?
I won every time.
Every time?
Right there, no.
Every time.
No, we had twice. We got into it.
Like a real altercation?
Yeah, like one was with the...
Did he put that shoulder back on you? Because I'm thinking...
Nah. It was more like out of reflex, though. Like,